Hello everyone. Now I'm going to talk about traditional dance from Australia. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Melinda Petricia Agatha. You can call me Melinda. Okay, the first is Australian bush dance. The Australian bush dance is mainly based on traditional folk dance of the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Central Europe. The dance is similar to American line dance or American square dance. All dancers know certain steps and perform them together. Partners are often changed in the course of the dance. Bush dance has developed in Australia as a form of traditional dance. Traditional indigenous Australian dance was closely connected with song. In some instances, they would imitate the action of a particular animal in the process of telling story. It defined roles, responsibilities, and the place itself. Types of clothing worn during the bush dance. Your clothes should be relaxing and comfortable. For bush dancing, there is no specific article of clothing needed, yet can be worn as long as you can dance in it. Many people even dance barefooted. Try not to dance in socks as it could result in you slipping. Wear shoes with your socks. Celebration related to the bush dance. There are no celebrations related to the bush dance, but the bush dance is performed in many festivals and celebrations as it has become a traditional dance over the years and is very fun. In addition, it is a very easy dance to learn and can be danced along to most music. Although it is usually combined with brass band music or polka, it can easily be performed with many other songs including those that have or do not have lyrics. Additionally, brass dancing is not tied to any cultures, and is just a fun dance any local Australian usually knows or is taught to tourists. The second is the New Fogu dance. The New Fogu dance style is an Australian form of square dancing that originated in the 1930s century. Since then it has become an important part in the Australian and New Zealand ballroom scene, holding as much importance in social and competition dancing as Latin or international standard dance. The dance There are a large number of new folk dance, although only a handful are common. All new folk dance are based on a sequence of dance steps which are continually repeated, usually until the music ends. These sequences are always either 16 or 32 bars long and require music that is in turn sequenced or composed of verses that are either 16 or 32 bars long. Due to the nature of the dance, they are much easier to pick up by beginners than say Latin dance, or which have numerous types of steps that are combined into costume routines. And as such, beginner dancers are less likely to feel overwhelmed when learning them and can perform the dance to a respectable level within a short time of learning. New folk dance can be danced at different levels, with higher levels requiring more precise steps and the addition of arm and torso movement, known as styling. This, in a nutshell, makes the dance easy to pick up but hard to master. New folk dance are based on one of several subcategories, including Viennese waltz rhythm, slow foxtrot rhythm, march rhythm, and tango rhythm. The last is Aboriginal dancing. Traditional and ceremonial Aboriginal dance has been a part of the Aboriginal culture for thousands of years. Dance played an important role in the spirituality of indigenous Australian tribes, and each group had different customs when it came to performing and orchestrating this dance. Storytelling through dance. One of the major purposes of traditional Aboriginal dancing was to tell stories, which were passed down through generations. These stories would be about the land, animals, dreamtime, and Aboriginal people. It is quite common for Aboriginal dance to incorporate imitations of certain animals, to assist in the storytelling and bring the dreamtime to life. The stories and dance could also be used as an initiation process or to celebrate a new stage of life. For example, ceremonial dancing and storytelling was a large part of coming to age celebration for teenage boys and girls, initiating them into adulthood. Dance and music was also a big part of wedding and funeral ceremonies, and was a way for the community to bring tradition and culture into their celebrations. Some dance ceremonies would be gender-specific, with men and women having separate traditional dance to perform. For example, the crane dance, which is most commonly performed only by Aboriginal men. Music and costumes. Dancing was usually accompanied by Aboriginal music and instruments, including the didgeridoo and clapping sticks. Elders would often sing along to the music, telling stories through their songs. Members of the community that were talented in dancing and singing would be well respected, as this was seen to be a highly important skill. During Aboriginal dance, the performers and audience members would use face and body paint which would relate to the character they were demonstrating, or a link to their family. Costumes were made of various fur and feathers from Australian animals, mixed with dyed cloth and sometimes small branches from trees and native bushes attached at the hips. Modern Aboriginal dance. Many Aboriginal communities still participate in ceremonial Aboriginal dance and continue the traditions of their ancestors. Throughout the late 20th century, Aboriginal dance has also been incorporated into modern and contemporary forms of Australian dance and performance. Organisations such as Aboriginal Centre for the Performing Arts or ACPA and Bargara Dance Theatre create performances using Aboriginal dancers, displaying stories and movement from traditional routines. Many of these performances have toured across the world, showcasing the unique and spiritual experience of Aboriginal dance around the globe.
Okay, guys, thank you for your listening. If you have a question, don't be shy to ask. I'm going to try answer your question. When I can't answer your question, let's to discuss it together. And see you in the next presentation. Bye.